Well, good morning. Today we're going to be running the Gila River Loop Trail up near Florence, Arizona. We have Charlie Brown and Snoopy once again. We're going to have some guests joining us. They're going to be coming along for the ride. Never done this trail. Really looking forward to it. Thanks for coming along today. Early into the trail, we came across an interesting hill climb. From the bottom it looked fairly steep, and the loose rock made the traction questionable. To see how it would go, I volunteered to give it a try before the rest of the group followed. The climb turned out to be pretty easy. The loose rock wasn't bad. I did have the Jeep in 4 low. Please note that I do not have lockers, but you would not have needed them to climb this hill. Once at the top, I decided to get out and take a closer look. To make it through this section, I would have needed to make a hard left turn up a steep grade. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, but the loose gravel made the traction questionable. Without lockers, it would have been an unnecessary risk. I probably could have made it, but since I was leading the group, I decided it wasn't worth taking a chance. From the peak, the views were absolutely fantastic, and the loop at the top looked like it would have been a blast to drive. Unfortunately, the camera can't capture how impressive the views were, or how steep that slope really felt in person.
As we're going down, but it looks good.
So rather than take the risk, I decided to back up and head back down the hill.
Up to you.
I got a little help from Emil, one of the other members of the group. I wanted to make sure that my passenger side tires weren't getting close to where the gravel was quite loose. It's always nice to have a spotter, even when you feel you really don't need one.
Nice and easy.
That was a bit sketchy, being on top of that loop. I think I could have made it, but you know, why take a chance? Well, this trail is really turning out to be something special. It's just absolutely beautiful. You got the desert landscape. It's quite hilly, lots of saguaro cactus, beautiful mountains in the distance. Really glad we chose to try this one out today, and I'm glad you're coming along with us. If any of you watching happen to have driven on the Gila River Loop Trail, please let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. What did you see? Was there? Because who knows? We might come across some things that you didn't, and vice versa. What jumped out to you as something special, to say the least. Well, this trail is really turning out to be something else. Absolute beautiful views. We've been riding on a ridge road for a little bit, and just the mountains in the backgrounds. We got some blooming ocotillo. Really beautiful. It was about at this point when I realized, looking at the Onyx off-road map again, that we had taken a wrong turn. Completely my fault, but hey, these things happen. I called the rest of the group on the radio and let them know it was time to turn around. Sorry about this.
That's fine.
It's like it was a 2 mile offshoot we just took.
That's all right.
This is called the South Gila River Loop, but it's not a loop.
Yeah, I was just looking at the map when you were talking about it, and it goes right to the road. It'll take a while, but yeah.
That's all right.
2 miles. Okay. That was an interesting diversion. We're actually making our way back to what would be considered the loop. I had us go off course about 2 miles. I can't say that I'm upset about that, because the views up here, because we are on a ridge road, the views up here are just amazing. And it's one of those things where this video is not going to do it justice. But I am tracking this on Onyx, so I'll be able to show you exactly the route we took. Should you want to come out to the Gila River Loop, you'll be able to take a look at the route I took and do the same. But off-roading, overlanding, it's about the adventure. You know, what I've come to find in my short duration of doing this is that you can plan, you can be an excellent planner, but that doesn't mean that plans are going to have to change. That they're not going to change, I should say, because things like this happen. It could be a wrong turn. Heaven forbid you break a part on one of your vehicles. But yeah, the main thing is not to get upset. Roll with the punches. And I wouldn't even call these punches really, but I call this offshoot a little blessing. But just enjoy it. Enjoy it. At this point in the trail, we enter a large wash, wide, sandy, and open.
with a tall rock wall stretching along our left side. Because the sand here is softer in consistency, the amount of dust kicked up by our tires is minimal. This is where things started to get interesting. Driving up this series of steps, and I use that term loosely, brought us to a new section of the trail where the terrain had changed quite a bit. The ground beneath us became much rockier compared to the sandy wash we had just come through. I realized, however, though easy, I should have left the Jeep in four-wheel drive. When my tires hit that first step, my rear tires started to spin. So I quickly backed up, put it into four-wheel drive, and went right up the steps. And again, I use that term loosely.
So we are on probably the latter part of this loop, and we're on a part of the trail that really doesn't have a lot of I'm going to say tire activity.
There's a baby giraffe to Reed Park Zoo.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's been along here for a while. Quite uncharted back here. I see faint tire marks, like someone may have been in here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe in the last few days, but nowhere near the number of tire tracks you can see on other parts of the trail for sure. I want to thank you guys for coming along with us today. We are on the last leg of the trail. We're actually heading out the spur that took us up to the loop section. This has been a fabulous trail. There has been some technical sections, some very easy sections. We were on ledges, we were in washes. We even got the opportunity to see a steel train trestle. Just so much to see out here. So beautiful. I highly recommend this trail. If you've ever done it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. And if you haven't, I would encourage you to definitely give this trail a try. Again, thank you for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and check out the other video I have as well.